The cheapest Volvo for sale, but is it actually a good deal? What we're looking at today is the highly anticipated Volvo EX30 single motor. So the dual motor has been around for some time now, and it's a fantastic little car, but that's a $47,000 EV. This single motor is set to be priced at under $39,000, and it still offers a lot of the same interesting benefits and crazy design that the dual motor offers. So in today's video, hi everybody, I'm here in Southern California where Volvo has flown me out to check out their full lineup of vehicles celebrating 70 years of Volvo in the US, and I've just got a quick opportunity to do my very first drive on this single motor. Now the big news here is it's ditched one of the motors. So instead of having 422 horsepower, it's down to 268. And what we're gonna do is get this thing out on the road and find out, does it feel slow? Now, in terms of design, I actually think they've done a really nice job of keeping this vehicle looking edgy and premium, even if it is at the bottom end of the Volvo lineup. So we still have that iconic Thor's hammer headlight design here. Of course, being fully electric, we're not gonna find some crazy intakes here. We've got that super elegant Volvo logo that sweeps across the front end here. And I really like the look of this EX30 in white because it's paired with this black roof, black pillars, and black mirrors, which gives it a very nice stormtrooper look. Now, of course, these wheels very much designed for aerodynamics. This is a 19-inch wheel wrapped with a Michelin tire, 245/45 R19. Just a little bit of black cladding down the side, but thankfully not too much. Your charge door is going to be over here on the driver's side of the car. We're still running the CCS charging standard here. Go ahead and close up that door. Really unique tail lights. Just as with Volvos in the past, they do have the taillights that kind of work their way up the D pillar there, C pillar, I should say, but it's a kind of a new take on that look, and it's got a little bit of a Vogue from this angle, the way that roofline tapers toward the rear end. Big Volvo written here across the back, and then this is the badge. Really the only way to indicate that someone didn't get the dual motor is that little extended range badge here. Let's go ahead and pop open the trunk, push the button, that's gonna glide on open. Very good space considering the size of this vehicle. I mean, this is a really compact, very, very small crossover. Good space. We do have our charging cable there. It is, thankfully, included with a 240 volt charging cable, which is great. And then this little guy, that right there is going to be your adapter so you can charge with the Tesla standard. So that's what that looks like. Let's go ahead and close up the trunk, and we're going to do a quick little look at the second row here. So I'm 6 feet tall. This is my driving position. Just enough legroom. I'm able to just squeak in there with legroom. Headroom with the full panel roof in this model. Ooh, it's good. That's a win from me. And then you're going to notice some interesting things here. Window switches aren't going to be on the doors for rear passengers. They're actually going to be located down here on the console. And then we've got USB-C ports there, some additional storage, no cubbies, not a lot of storage for rear seat passengers, very small door bins here, but still it's very, very adequate. But let's go ahead and check out the front end where you're going to be spending most of your time behind the wheel.
Climate Exchange is hosting their 10th annual EV giveaway, and in celebration of this milestone, they're hosting 2 EV giveaways with 2 chances to win your dream EV. If you're looking at your dream top-of-the-line vehicle, take a shot at their Luxury Raffles grand prize. The prize is any EV on the market, or even 2, up to $120,000. Or if luxury isn't your thing, but you still want to go electric, they've introduced an even more affordable mini raffle where the prize is any EV up to $45,000. And like always, they cover all the taxes on the EVs they give away. Climate Exchange is a non-profit powering state-level solutions to climate change, and their work is more important than ever this year. So please consider supporting this crucial cause while also getting the chance to win your dream EV. Buy your tickets today at carbonraffle.org/TFLEV.
Now, I really dig how different Volvo's trying to be with this EX30. I love these seats, which have kind of a two-tone neoprene, very durable finish at the bottom. It's not a leather, it doesn't feel like a leather, but it's also not trying to be a leather. And then we've got this mesh woven material on the top and there for the headrest. Let's go ahead and close up the door kind of take a quick look at this dash design. So if you're into buttons, this car is not going to offer a lot of switches for you. It's all incorporated in the central mounted display. For 2026, Volvo is going to a new computer that's running these guys by Qualcomm. It's supposed to be up to 2x faster, but a lot of this is going to be familiar to those of you guys who are fans of Volvos because it is running the Google operating system. It does have these little shortcut widgets, so there are software changes to all new 26 Volvos that are retrofittable, by the way, to 21 and newer Volvos that run the Volvo operating system. I actually think they've done a nice job with this. I like the tile system. I find it pretty easy to use. My big complaints are, I'd love it if the temperature adjustment would just stay in one place, right? So if I wanted to go ahead and turn up the air in this vehicle, this is exactly what I'm talking about here. Let's go ahead and turn it on. There we go, that's on. But then, I guess you get there, but you gotta pull up a menu. It's just a little fussy, right? This is my first time, by the way, really playing with an EX30, so I'm really stoked to be able to have a chance to drive the single motor. I only drove the dual motor very, very briefly. Steering wheel, it's got the Squircle steering wheel. You either love it or you hate it. It's got a column shifter here. You pull down for drive, push in for park. You got your reverse there. That's what the little backup camera is. It is a little small, right? It would be cool if it took up more of the screen. The key, you kind of see that indicator there. The key is actually a card, which you can put down there to start the car, or of course you can use your phone. Squircle steering wheel, wiper, turn signal stocks here. I love the door handles. Beautiful metal door handles that feel great. But of course, Volvo's pioneering a lot of interesting things in this EX30, like the center sound bar. Instead of having conventional speakers throughout, you've got the one center mounted sound bar. You've got center mounted window switches, only 2 of them, and like the Volkswagens, you got a cycle for the rear switches, which is a little weird. Everything's a little off, even the way the cup holders pop out here. You can have just one, you can have both of them. You do have some storage down here underneath my little 70 brochure. Move my microphone, a little bit of additional storage. And then you'd expect the glove box to be here, but it actually pops out of the center. So everything is just a little quirky, a little different inside this EX30 single motor. Let's get it on the road, talk about range, and see what it drives like. Well, you know what I really like about this Volvo is, and a lot of people, you could with a lot of validity, criticize it for being just so weird and strange, but I like that, right? In an era where so many cars have become homogenized in their experience, this is different. It's weird. It's just a little awkward in places, but it works. It's just funky, and I really appreciate that. So let's talk about the numbers. So we talked about horsepower, 268. That's down from 422. Let's go ahead and give it just a quick zap of acceleration here. Oh, yeah. That's quick. That was almost 50 miles an hour like that. This is still a properly quick car. The EX30 dual motor is a rocket ship. It's insanely quick, but this is plenty adequate. I do believe they say 5.1 seconds 0 to 60, and oh God, I believe it. Yep, this is way more than you'd ever want on a daily basis, just for a regular run around. And another benefit of the single motor, you actually get a little bit of increased range, up from 253 to 261 miles. So from where I'm sitting right now, folks, unless you live in Colorado, like I do, where granted all-wheel drive is a big deal for winter, I'm not sure there's a huge benefit to getting the dual motor. If you lived here in Southern California, just get the single motor, plus this car's a little bit lighter and it's gonna be a little bit more fun to drive. Some of the weird gadgets and gizmos would take some getting used to on a daily basis, like the window switches in the middle and the no rear switches and the glove box. And there's like a lot of weird things, but I really like driving this. You know, I drive a lot of EVs, and now, when I first drove an EV, it was like driving a spaceship. And now driving most EVs is, I don't know, it becomes a little pedestrian and almost a little boring. This car's not boring. They figured out how to make an EV fundamentally interesting, which I really appreciate, and it's different and it's unique. It's kind of like what it was like driving a Tesla back in 2015. It's just an experience, so I really, really like this car. And if you could pick one up for, like I said, $38,000, $39,000, you know, the average new car price, $51,000, this is still a very well-equipped vehicle at that price point. And I like the size too. It's just kind of fun and nimble and tossable and different, and oh, it's really, really cool. So this is a big winner for me. I really like this a lot. It's supposed to go on sale, I was told January of 2026, so we're just around the bend. Here, let me give it one more squirt. Squeak those rear tires, baby. Yeah, this is a fun little car. So guys, just a really quick take on what it's like driving this Volvo EX30. Let me know what you think. I'd love to get this thing back to Colorado and do some more in-depth videos and comparisons and testing, but I like it a lot. It's just a fun little guy, what can I say? And better value for sure than the dual motor. All right guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.